Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here, back playing Stoneblock 2. Alright, so check it out. We have updated the pack up on version 1.2, which made a whole bunch of little changes. I didn't really see anything that dramatic. The one thing that I did notice that kind of got removed from the pack was wub. Right, there's no more wub ore or wub tools, and, you know, I got that comment a bunch of times over, hey, you should make some wub stuff. So for those who were making it, hey, guess what, it's gone. Some changes around the base, you know, I've been prettying it up a little bit. I did convert the obsidian maker into a netherrack maker, right? And does that give me the quest? Like, I realized the other day that we didn't get this quest right here. Make some netherrack, right? Quick complete. Can I do this? There we go. Okay, so that gets me a biome marker that I think I need later on. But I wanted to make sure I got that done, right? So it wasn't that hard. I just took the water out and put a chest here with redstone into the lava barrel. All right, so things I kind of want to do today. I would like to work on this over here, right? I've been farming a little bit by hand just to have some stuff, mostly to get seeds and wheat, you know, to feed the chicken farm over here, which is doing amazing. Wow, these 10-10-10 chickens, 16 of them at a time, are just ripping out resources. I can't wait. I've been making somewhere here, yeah, nether quartz chickens, and somewhere else, let's see, those were iron chickens, these are glowstone chickens, right? But this is gonna be some serious resource generation. Now, the one thing that I wanted to do, like I keep looking at this over here, right? I've got this coke oven, and I just don't feel right without it having its partner, the blast furnace. I know I don't need it, but it's one of those items like, why can't I just get it, right? I want to play with it, so I'm going to do it. And, you know, it's not that expensive to do. Right there, cool, done. And gave me a good reason to make some netherrack. So let me just take a stack of blocks of iron here, and it gives me something to do also with the coal coke that I made. And I'm just going to stack this dude right up on top of the other one, right? It just makes me feel better, I guess, right? So let's just throw this dude right in here, like a so. Done. Where's my hammer? Right here, and oh, whack. There we go. Then I can take all the coal coke out of this dude, and we'll throw you, and there you go. All right, so it feels better being complete like that. All right, so let's find a place for these extra bricks. I think you'll go right about there. Cool. All right, so things I want to do today is I want to work in immersive engineering, right? I want to get a cloche. I want to get an enormous amount of cloches. And so looking at cloche, right, I'm going to need treated wood. We're going to need plates. And we're going to need a vacuum tube, which is the engineer's workbench, and again, more plates and wire. Right? Not terribly difficult. So I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to make a whole bunch of treated wood. And let me find my reservoir here. Let's see. I know you're around here somewhere. I got a basic reservoir, and I think I want to upgrade this. Do I have any Invar? I don't have Invar, right? What does Invar take to make? And now we can make it in the alloy smelter. So this is nickel and iron. Can I call you to me like this? Oh, I can. Nice. All right, so I'll make a little bit. Come right over here. Yeah, I was making electrum. So I should be able to go something like this maybe. And that should get me, yeah, some Invar. Cool, right there. All right, so let's get this dude. I just want it a little bit bigger, right? And that gets me, oh yeah, that's 40 buckets right there. That'll work out just fine. All right, throw all you dudes back. So, I should be able to come over here, right? And can I fill you? Do I have 40 buckets? No, I got 1 bucket. You know, and I wanted to try something, too. Do I even need to do this? Could I do it? Let's get a bunch of planks. Could I do it with just the drum? Spruce, I guess, right? And I'll take some of these. Let's just see. Let's make some treated wood. Can I do it with the drum? I never tried this before. Can I? No, I can't. All right. It was worth a shot, right? So I should be able to do this. And, yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to kind of grab. Right? And there we go. That dude's full. And right here. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's make a whole bunch of wood. Right? Right there. And then right here. And that should make me, yeah, tons of treated wood. Oh, I still have more left over. Hold on. Make even more. There we go. Empty the guy right out. And I need to make this stuff a place to go. There you go. Cool. All right, so step 1 here. If we're going to make a cloche, right? If I'm going to make a cloche, let's go this way. Not that way. Let's go over here. So I'm going to need an engineer's workbench, which isn't terribly hard, right? Let's see. I'm going to need one of those, and we're going to need I guess I'll do it in here. I'm going to need some of these because I'm going to have to make a fence. All right. So is fence like this? I forget, right? I mean, I don't build fences by hand. Totally did it. All right, cool. Got some fences right here, and then we'll go ahead and get that dude right there. Nice, got the workbench. And I'm going to need a blueprint, right? We're going to need a blueprint. And it's this one right here, crafting components. Oh, I also want metal press molds. Let's make a couple of them. All right, projectiles, no. So engineer for those projectiles, no. Furnace electrodes, uh-oh. Crafting components, okay, whew. I was like, man, we better have all this stuff. All right, so let's make crafting components, right? And I got you right there, crafting components. And let's also make, metal press molds, right? Is that way I can go both ways. And speaking of that, let's make ourselves a press, right? And what is the name of this thing that I want to get here? Well, first, I probably should get a manual, right? I probably should get an immersive manual, which means I'm going to need a book. We might be running out of room here for stuff. Let's get a book. Right there. Okay, so book, right here. And I'm going to need a lever, if I remember this right. Just one, thank you. And we'll craft these dudes together. I gotta get the manual. Nice. I always like to have the manual because then I can look stuff up. Right? So let's see. Simple machines. Where is the, what do they call that stamping machine? Right? Garden cloche? No. Let's just take a look here. Heavy machinery? Yeah, metal press right there, right? So metal press, we're going to need steel. And we got some steel. And let's see what we can get here. So scaffolding, right? So steel scaffolding. Right there. No, that's not it. That's a climbing scaffold. Steel scaffolding. So I just need steel rods. That shouldn't be that hard, right? Actually, I'm probably going to want some more of those, but I mean minimum stuff here, right? So that should be... Oop, gotta wait for it to build in. There we go. That should be 6 scaffolds. Cool. What else do we need here? Redstone engineering block and a heavy engineering block. Okay, so engineering... let's see, heavy engineering block, which means steel mechanical components, which means steel plates. All right, so to make steel plates, I think I want to go compactor, right? Let's get some machinery going on. So right here, a basic compactor. So I'm going to rip one of these right out. All right, so we should have all the parts, right? I should have all the parts. Let's get our compactor, compactor right here. This dude, there we go. All right, so got a compactor, and I just need one conduit, right? Let's just keep stacking up the conduation right there. Okay, so right now I'm just making a pile for machines, and I did double up the alloy smelter and sag mill just so I would have some more. So now I got to see what we've got left for steel, right? What do I got left? I got 12 ingots. That might be enough. We'll check it out here. Okay. So I know I need at least 8 of them in as plates, right? And so let's throw you in here, and you should be on plate making. And you're okay. And what do I have for kits? I've got a reinforced kit. Hold on a second. We've got Invar right here. We could make a kit, right? Let's see what it would take to make this kit right here. A bronze gear, which is a stone gear, which isn't that hard, right? I've got those pieces right on me. Right, so we'll just do something like that, right? And I'll hold on to the bronze for a minute. And so let's see, right here, and it's Invar, and it's redstone. So just give me the redstone. Cool. Nice. Right, and we'll just take this up just 1 tier. It'll use a little more power, it'll go a little faster. Nice. All right, so let's see. We're going to get ourselves... That was the heavy engineering block that we're going after that needs all of these plates. Right, so that'll take a second. Let's take a look at the other engineering blocks. So I needed, was it a redstone? Was that what it was? Yeah, it's a redstone engineering block. So let's take a look at this one. That's easy. That's real easy. Let's rip this dude right on out. Right there, got a couple of those guys. Right, and my plates are done. All right, and so let's get these. Oh, we're going to need some more steel. We're going to need more steel. All right, let's go grab some steel. I need to put some stuff away. I'm hoping that will have a block done right up here, right? Nice. There's a block of steel. Perfect, right? There's going to be better ways to make steel, but I mean, for right now, like we could make it in the alloy smelter. But for right now, this will totally work. All right, so you guys, what do I need? I needed steel. I needed steel components, pistons, and electrum, and I've got it all. All right, so then I've got a piston, and we just need conveyor belts. Conveyor. Right? Right there, conveyor belt. Right over here. Right? And I should have the leather and everything else. Let's see, right there. And let's grab these guys. Okay, I think that's all I need. I mean, oh, we should get a projector. Should I get a projector? I don't know if I need a projector. Let's see, I can set that dude down there, and I'll put one of those in right now. And where do we want the metal press? Like, I don't think I need the projector for this, right? Scaffolding. We'll just set them against the wall for the moment, right? So let's see, scaffolding, and redstone engineering block. And look back in the book, right? So then what do we got here? The piston facing down and heavy engineering block. Okay, tool can totally do that, right? So you right there, pistone, you go right there, and we'll rotate you right there. Nice. We'll get conveyors. So let's see, conveyor and conveyor. And you know what? Let's do this. Hey, come on, let's get a couple of chests. Right, so 1, 2, and then I should have item duct, an item node, right, a transfer node. So let's get one of those, and that means I'm going to need some pipe. I wish I could have some pie, right, and a pipe, right. So it should just be this stuff right here. So if I'm thinking about this right, I should be able to put a chest right there, and I guess I'll put a chest right here. And then I should be able to go like this and go like that. And that should work, although this doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm off by a block. Hold on, let's just look here. Right, that. No, I'm right, okay. Let's just whack it with a hammer. Whack, done. All right. So now the next thing I need is power, and I should have an extra flux point. Right? I should have an extra flux point. I made some more. So let's take this guy. I think you'll hook up. I think you will. So right there, and I'll put you on the power network, and I can't tell until we try to put something in it. Okay, so very first thing, which by the way, when did this thing have that graphic hanging off the side? Like, that's pretty awesome. Let's do this. Let's go get this one here, and let's see what it takes to make this wire press mold. Right? Mold. Is it M-O-L-D? Yeah, mold. So right there, so I'm going to need engineer's wire cutters and 5 steel plates. Do I have 5 steel? Oh, we totally do. Okay, so let's get this ripping out over here. I'll get you going, and we'll go get these cutters. So let's see, right here, right there. That's not bad at all, right? And I guess I can do boop, boop, and boop. Get those dudes. Nice. And you could still go faster. Right? Like, let's go ahead. I mean, I got the kits, right? I got the kits. They were free in chests, right? And then, I'll make speed upgrades, but just upgrading them makes it go a little faster. And right here, come on, give me my plate. Nice. All right. I'm just doing this mostly because I just want the wire, right? So let's make this dude right here, right? Do I have to do this by hand? Right there, right here. There we go. Wire, thank you very much. Right, slap that on that dude. I love immersive. Right, and give me a whole bunch of copper. Oh, I've got some on me. Right, so go like that. And you should. Yeah, I was afraid you didn't have power. Right, I was afraid that was a thing. Or at least that's what I think I'm seeing. Right, so let's do this. Let's take you off. Put you on. Put you on that. Do you have power now? No. Hold on. Am I generating? It all depends. What network am I on over here? So let's see. Marks out. Let's move this over to this other network at the moment. Let's move it over here. Right? Because the quarry might be absorbing everything that I've got. Yeah, that's what it was. Right? We're going to have to make some more power, but whatever. It's so good. All right. So, where were we going? Man, and we get off course. We're going for a garden cloche, right? Uh, well, hold on. If I'm going to do that, we better get a bunch of iron plating up, right? Let's take a stack. Let's just take a stack and we'll throw it in this guy for right now, and it can go do its thing. I should have all of my parts now, so let's go over and take a look over here, right? So we had all of these copper wires. I got all my plates. So let's come over here. Oh, yeah. And let's change out this blueprint. I guess I'll take those back. I could have made the components this way. I forgot about that. Right? But we'll do vacuum tubes. Boy, I wish I could click that. Does it have to be yellow stained glass? I don't remember that being a thing. No, it can be any glass. All right. So it should just be this. I can't click it in. That seems odd. Oh, I don't have the redstone. That's why. Maybe that's why, right? So let's grab a little bit of redstone. All right, cool. I think it's faster to fly over there than it is to use the inventory system. So can I click it in now? No, I guess I can't. Okay. So you, and you, and you, and you, maybe? Yeah, there you go. So that tells me I can get 63. Why 63? Oh, I can get more than 63. Okay, so, we'll start right here, right? 63 is a good number of cloches to make. So then iron mechanical components over here, it's half the plates. Okay, it's half the plates. Well then, all right, let's take all this stuff out. So I just need copper. Do I have that here? Yes, I do. So let's make let's make the iron mechanical components this way. 2 plates and a copper. So if I go like this and go like that, there we go. So I can pull out 32 of those guys. And each cloche needs one. All right, so we can make 32 cloches just the way it is. I think I need one more stack of glass, though. I think I need another stack of glass. So let's grab a stack of sand here. And we'll go over to our awesome super duper furnace, right? Rip out one stack right there. Nice. And over here, so cloches, yeah, right? 2 stacks right there. So I should be able to pull out 32 cloches. Very nice. All right, so the other things I'm going to want with this, I made a sink already, which I'm going to use as my water source. I wanted to make sure that was still a thing. And then over here, I've got some fused quartz because I'm going to want conduits, right? So let's get conduits. I'm not going to use item conduits, but I do want fluid conduits, and I can make these pressurized ones. I could probably make ender fluid conduits, but we're not quite there yet, right? I still need to make some vibrant alloy to be able to do that. So that'll get me a start right there. All right, so I'm going to craft a couple more things, and then we'll go assemble it. All right, so we should have just about everything we need, and I want to start laying some of this stuff down. And, I went and cleaned up the farm that we had, and I think what I'm going to do here is we'll set up 1 wall's worth, right? I think I'm going to put the cloches, and maybe I'll put them over here. I'm not sure. We're going to design on the fly. So let's take these pressurized fluid conduits, and we'll go something like this, maybe. And I also want to get item conduits, right? And I'm probably going to have to rip up the floor, but we'll see, right? I don't think that these are going to connect up right automatically. Donde está the cloches? Do I not see them? Oh, there they are, right? So, go something like this. I guess I can't have this one here, right? And I doubt, where's my wrench? I doubt that these things hooked up correctly. But we'll see if we can see it. Can I? Yeah, so they're on extract. All right, so I've got to rip up the floor and set them all. But, I mean, I'll get that worked out in a second. And then I'm going to transfer node, right? I'm going to transfer node all of these dudes, kind of like this, right? I'll get them all coming out. So right here, we'll get them coming out on pipes. Because this is nice, right? A transfer node is an inventory. So I don't really have to stress about... getting things out. So I'll do something like that, right? And let's see, if we get this guy coming out, and I guess I'm going to have to skip a space. I'm just trying to debate where I want everything, right? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I got this thought of, I can put a sink over in one spot, and then let's go over here and let's grab some chickens, right? Let's grab one of these, just like that, and some bone white chickens, thank you very much. And can I put you over here? Let's see. I guess you're going to go over here, right? And I'll put an item conduit. Can I hook up an item conduit to a roost? Let's see if that hooked up. Oh, it totally did. It totally did. We're going to have chicken boost on our stuff. So I think I've got the basic setup done, right? Is I went ahead and I adjusted all of the conduits on the bottom, and I made a circuit probe because that makes it a lot easier. And, I also made a Yeta wrench because something just feels wrong about working with, Ender IO conduits with a thermal wrench. And, I was having a thought about this, that they have a tool that I haven't really used, right? The morphing tool. And, I wanted to play with it because, hey, that's what we do, right? So the Morph O tool, right? There's no tooltip or anything, I'm not 100% sure. Do I have to craft it with the tool? Yeah, so right there. Okay, shift. All right, so it can do that, and then let's put that in there. And then what happens when I pull you? Okay, very cool. I look at a conduit and it becomes a thing. Very cool. Okay, hold on. I got to go try this out over here on my thermal thing. You become the crescent hammer. Dude, I like it. Could you unmorph? Could you unmorph? Hold shift. Right, rotates, dismantles. Okay, all right, there we go, unmorphed. I like that a lot. We've got the one wrench. So, if I've done this right, we've got water going into all of these dudes coming from the sink, right? And I should be working on chicken stuff coming into all of these. Oh, and I probably do need to set this. Hold on. Let's take our wrench, extract, and we'll go round robin. That's what I wanted to do. And that should start putting bone meal into all of these. And honestly, this one set of chickens is going to keep up with everybody. So then I can come over here and I can grab some of this stuff, right? And we'll just start planting our things. Let's just get them out of the inventory. All right, so cactus, you're in. Let's see, soul sand and nether wart, you're in. And, oh, I think I'm going to need a little bit more sand, right? Because I've got those right there, the sugar canes. Those are important, right? So sugar canes, you're in. All right, drop off the extra stuff that I've already done. And let's see, it's really important that we get wheat. Oh, I don't have any dirt. Donde está the dirt? Well, oh, I know where the dirt is. It's inside the dank null. That's what happens to dirt, right? Is you come right in here. Okay, so let's see. I'm also going to want to get a potato and a carrot and maybe one of those if we have room. I don't know. I've got to duplicate this setup quite a bit. So let's see. We'll get you in there and we'll get you. And I really care about getting wheat and I really care about getting infernium going, right? And that should work, and then I'll wrap the entire room with cloches, and it should, oh, derp, and you gotta have power. Okay, hold on, we can fix this, we can fix it, we just need a bunch of conduits, right, conduations, so I'll get those, and I need the one other flux point that I built right here, right, and then I can start throwing some of this other garbage back, so you, and you, very cool. I love that Morpho tool. That is going to be the thing from now on, right? And then we can make, we can make some facades, and we can hide all of this stuff in. So let's see, right here, and I'll put you on that network, and that should give everybody power. Ah, there we go. Grow, baby, grow. Right? Are you growing? Oh, yeah, you're growing. Nice, 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 nice. Very cool. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these, and I'm probably going to wrap the whole room. But this is the basic setup right here. Chicken-powered cloches, right? And that's going to get me tons and tons of stuff, and then I don't have to farm it anymore. Awesome. I'm super excited with that. I love it. So I think I'm going to call it right here. That's a pretty good day. You know, we got all of our farming taken care of, and I don't have to do any more work. I like it. So, I'm 47 Mark IV, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hey, drop me a comment, leave me a like, let me know what you think, and then I will see you in the next episode.